Hey there, MJ traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the pursuit of wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today's Thursday, January 2nd. Happy 2025. Hope you're well. And in this video, we're going to be discussing the new administration coming in and how America being broke will more than likely incentivize the new administration to legalize MJ and attempt to deschedule. This has been a saying that that some experts have said that Trump will attempt to deschedule. I posted about that on the channel in the past, but I won't bring it up again, just an effort of time. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on this. I'm getting a lot of questions as well from the community. Do I think the new administration is going to be very pro MJ? I think they will be. And a lot of that has to do with them being pro business. And I think we're going to see massive momentum and reform over the next couple of years. We'll discuss all of that and more. Before we do, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, take the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You can also follow us over on Elon's platform, X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And just before we jump into my thoughts and opinions on this, I want to remind everybody here, this was sent out earlier today, that Tilray, they're going to be moving their earnings from January 9th to the 10th, and that has to do with the National Day of Mourning and the closure of the SEC and U.S. stock market on January 9th. We saw a similar move from Constellation Brands as well. But overall, we started 2025 with a bang. MJ stocks were up quite a bit today. A lot of double-digit gains on the day today. We had Tilray itself up almost 10% at the close, but we're still below the high there at 153 from back on December 24th. Overall, I think this is a good thing that we're in 2025. We no longer have tax loss harvesting going on, so I think that cloud that's been hanging overhead is gone. But we still need crypto, big tech, AI to top out before we see MJ go on a sustained bull market and bull cycle, in my opinion. But overall, I do think that the Trump administration will legalize, whether it be medical or full-blown recreational. We know that multiple experts have said that Trump will, and close to him, have said that he will attempt to deschedule it, which would effectively legalize. We know there's multiple bills going through, going through Congress right now. There's the CAOA, there's the MORE Act, right? There's talks about leaving it up to the states, descheduling it. All of these things are going to be, no one has a crystal ball, but they're going to happen, in my opinion. It's just a matter of when, not if. And we have rescheduling on deck here as well, which could happen. There's other legal experts are saying that it could happen in the first 30 to 90 days. So we could see it at some point over the next few months, and that coincides well with a top in the crypto market. But I do believe that Trump will legalize it in some form. I think maybe, there's a 80 to 90% chance that he'll legalize medical. And then I'm pretty sure that rescheduling to at least Schedule 3 is pretty much a slam dunk at this point. I do think it'll happen in the first or second quarter of 2025. Maybe it doesn't get enacted right away. Maybe in the back half of 2025, early 2026 potentially. We know that excise tax is a big thing in Canada that they're talking about. I think something similar will happen where, rescheduling will happen, 280E will go away around the same time as excise tax improves in Canada. And we were up slightly here after hours as well on Tilray. But I do think that this new administration coming in, they're very pro-business. And let's be honest, like America's broke right now, right? They're adding trillions of dollars to the deficit, and they're not even able to keep up with the interest on the debt. So you have Department of Government Efficiency as well with Elon. We know Elon, Joe Rogan, very pro MJ as well, and with Doge, right, with the Department of Government Efficiency and trying to cut spending and to improve the deficit. I think, legalizing MJ makes a lot of sense because it will create more tax revenue and it will create more jobs in America. And as we know, this new administration is very pro-business in America. They want to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. and with the help of tariffs and things like that, it's going to pay huge dividends to be manufacturing and producing within America. So I think a name like even Tilray, recent interview with Irwin Simon, the CEO, he said that Tilray is not affected by U.S. tariffs because they make the beer in the U.S., right? And this is going to be huge, I think, for these companies that are domiciled in the U.S. But obviously, creating jobs, tax revenue. You got the support of Elon. You got the support of Joe Rogan. RFK Jr. has voiced his opinion for full-blown legalization, right? And creating these health centers and things like that. So I think just the administration being pro-business in and of itself is enough for them to attempt to deschedule. And like I said, America is broke right now. And with the help of crypto and strategic reserves and things like that, with the help of MJ legalization, we know that Trump has said as well that he thinks medical has been fantastic. Doctors can't. He said he can't say enough good things about what doctors have been saying for medical. He was in favor of Florida and Amendment 3. He mentioned that he's in favor of safer banking and a safe harbor, uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, rescheduling. He wants all that done. So this is the first time that we had a presidential ticket of both sides saying they wanted to see major reform in MJ. And like I said, it looks like the crypto market's due to top out over the next couple of months, which coincides nicely with the rescheduling outcome. And maybe over the next year or two, maybe it takes longer than 4 years this term, but 4 years goes by pretty quickly. But I think there's a very high chance, maybe an 80-90% chance that it gets that we get legalization of medical, and maybe a 20% chance or something like that we get full-blown descheduling during this new administration that gets inaugurated on January 20th. So like I said, Canadians also get $7,000 contribution room. I haven't done anything yet. So this was the first trading day that I was able to add that extra $7,000. If you're like me, you maxed out your TFSA, and not a bad day to, start accumulating. But as you can see, a lot of people were hitting the buy button, and bid price was going up today quite a bit, as we saw quite a bit of green in the market, barely any red. CXXI and GTBIF are the only ones on the red. And we had NEVI, Verano, and Trulieve, followed by AYR leading the bull list today. So, like I said, I think that, with all of these catalysts, Canadians having that extra $7,000. So if you're like me and you max out, you get an extra $7,000 of your money that you can contribute to this and grow tax-free. I haven't added yet. Let me know if you added today into your tax-free savings account, if you were like me waiting for the new contribution room. I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to be waiting for crypto to top out. And if you haven't seen my video that I posted a couple of days ago, it was about 4 days ago, I posted, this is when I will load the boat on MJ stocks. And just, a quick summary, it's going to be when crypto tops out and I rotate a lot of my crypto profits into MJ. And it's looking like over the next few months, I'll be looking to liquidate about 80 to 90% of my crypto holdings. So overall, not a bad start to 2025 for the MJ space. MSOS is showing some signs of life here as well. We could see a stochastic, actually the stochastic's crossing bullish right now on the weekly, and we could soon see a MACD bull cross on the weekly as well. Then we want to see a close over the 10-week moving average and then get back above all of our weekly and daily moving averages. We're still extremely bearish in that regard, but showing a little bit of hope here with regards to the stochastic crossing bullish, and then we'll look for a MACD bull cross on the weekly time frame. The last time that really happened, there was a small cross here back in August, but didn't really see much follow through. So the last time it happened was before 2024. So that would be a huge momentum. I guess it happened here, right here. So in September, and we did see a decent rise up, but we didn't see much follow through from that. It ended up just being a lower high. So I do think that this time around, now that we have tax loss season behind us, now that the crypto, big tech, AI is, that bull market is coming to a close and potential multi-year bear market for those sectors, I think MJ is going to benefit greatly. Similar to what happened in 2018. If you look at Bitcoin and crypto, Bitcoin actually corrected around 83%. From its high in 2018 to the lows of 2019. And during that time frame when crypto was pulling back, MJ went on its biggest bull run ever. And that was when Canada legalized. So I think something similar is going to happen where we're going to see major reform in the US. Even David Klein brought it up in one of his interviews with TDR. He said that, MJ just isn't popular right now. A lot of people are focused on crypto, and those are the similar investors that buy MJ stocks. So it's even coming from the CEO, former executive at Constellation Brands and current CEO of Canopy Growth. We know he's due to exit here soon. But overall, I share a very similar mindset, and I do think over the next few months we should see a major momentum shift and a new potential multi-year bull market start on MJ. Keep in mind that if the S&P 500 were to see any kind of black swan and sizable correction, MJ would probably get hurt in the interim, but I think it would recover quickly and go on to become one of, if not the best performing sectors over the next couple of years. I mean, we have to see some rotation, right? If I'm thinking about doing it, what other sector has been in a 4-year, almost 5-year bear market, right? When everything else has been in a bull market for the last 5 years. So I think a lot of that money will rotate into beaten down MJ, and it makes a lot of sense now that we have tax loss selling up behind us, TFSA, contribution room in Canada, and so many catalysts on the horizon, right? It would make sense to park some of those profits into MJ where we could see some sizable gains. Like we could easily see, 5 to 10x gains on a lot of these names given the right catalyst, especially if we get a few of them strung together. All right, let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. It's Rod with Powell Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you again on the next update.